You ever wonder about the faces behind the radio voices you hear every day on your morning commute? And do you wonder what kind of cash these guys are pulling down to act outrageous and make you listen? Well, we did. So tonight in his top story report, Larry Adams looks at the million-dollar mouths that take the sting out of those cigarettes.
I hope everyone is sitting down.
This is something.
You know, morning drive time has always been heavy competition, but lately it's turning into a war. There are millions of dollars at stake for the winners and for those DJs who make more now than star baseball players. According to the latest Arbitron ratings, Rick Dees of KISS FM has the highest share of listeners.
I'm always trying to think of something different and something unusual, but I just have fun doing what I do.
And his salary, $2 million a year. Less than a point behind is Jay Thomas of Power Radio, FM 106, and he is ready for battle.
Crush them like grapes. Let them come. Be wearing a helmet.
And the cash register coughs up $1 million plus for his efforts. And the new boy on the block is Scott Shannon of Pirate Radio, FM 100.3. On the air less than 6 weeks. He intends to win.
Well, you turn the radio on in Los Angeles and all you hear is... You got this guy talking to this guy and this girl talking to that girl, and then just, you know, the weather reports, the traffic reports, the news, the ski reports, the jokes, the call-ins, and all that kind of thing. It's just too much.
Salary, $2 million. What do each of them do to make that kind of money?
We're going to count down? Yeah. 10, 9.
Rick Dees loves the big special event. Earlier today, $1 million dash for cash.
3, 2, 1.
After a contest, Marie Dungo of North Hollywood earned the right to grab as much cash as she could in 103 seconds. And finally, Dees got into the act himself. What will be next?
What I'd like to do next time, I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to say the ratings were awful, and I'm going to jump off of a building and then get one of those bungee cords. You ever see that guy? Yeah. And get a Hollywood stunt double, and it looks just like me, and he jumps off the building.
You wouldn't jump off.
Well, you crazy? No, I'll do it. I'll do anything for the ratings.
Variety magazine said you made $2 million. Now, that's a lot of money.
That is, but that's just the first quarter after tax earnings.
I see.
So it's more like 30 or 40 million a year.
Does it put any 30? Does the IRS know about this?
No, it's 40 or 50. It's 40 or 50 million a year. Next year it'll be 60 or 70.
But I mean, big salaries, big money coming in. Does that put any pressure on you?
No, it really, it's you know, and I'm flattered you even bring up the money, because it really, I always like to say it's not really the money, it's the amount.
He's going to be in hog heaven.
And who else has called you?
Jay Thomas conducts what he calls the Morning Zoo on Power 106. That's KPWR. Lots of rock music and funny calls from listeners. Here he talks to a lady who found a 1,000-pound pig on her property. A pig called Grunt.
Now, how big was...
Well, I've seen a lot of pigs in my life.
You have?
At the county fairs with the 4-H'ers.
Right.
And I've never seen anything this large in my life.
Never seen a pig this big in your entire life? Not even at a Red Onion on a Saturday night?
Nothing. Nothing this big.
What does Thomas think about the competition?
Bring a gun! Ammunition! You'll need it to fight the power station! But actually, in real life, I'm a very shy person.
You're very shy.
Yeah.
Variety says you're so shy.
I think.
That you're
Don't you think
them...
we're going to kick their butts, though, Hal?
Absolutely.
I think we're going to kick anybody's butt. No, it's a lot of fun. I like this kind of activity.
Yeah.
I like this. Yeah, this is fun.
Variety also says that you're collecting $1 million or more.
Well, of course, that's for a special publicity campaign that I'm planning. Mayor Bradley didn't mean to have to run for mayor, okay? Yeah, we spend millions of dollars. That sign alone with me with the miniskirt on, that cost close to $1 million just to paint that. Of course, my family, of course, charges that kind of money. There is some kickback activity going on here. Let's not get that on the air, okay?
All right.
The sign really costs like about $15,000 to paint. But with labor cost, a few of the unions in there, the next thing you know, it jacks the sucker up to $1 million. Larry, you know what it's like. You know, you've got family.
But we got gold busted. And now they don't trust us crazies alone.
This is Pirate Radio, FM 100.3. Scott Shannon has been on the air only since March 17th. But he was the #1 disc jockey in New York, and he intends to duplicate that here. As part of his air promotion, he is giving away T-shirts to any listener who switches stations and flushes their old DJ. And several times each morning, he flushes the competition.
Says you flushed KLSX?
I did.
I heard a tape of that. How could you listen to that morning DJ? He's horrible.
Boy, he is, but he's better than Mark and Brian.
Oh, I see, yeah. That's up to you. I'm not going to be the judge in that. At least he plays a record once in a while, right?
Once in a while.
All right, here's your big opportunity. I thought I'd call you and give you a chance to flush him yourself. You ready to go?
Ready.
Well, one of those good-looking classic pirate shirts. Who you going to flush?
KLSX.
Peter Tillman does, you know it? You got your shirt, man.
Thank you.
And a little early morning juice for you, all right?
Listeners know that radio stations compete with each other. I mean, they're aware that Scott Shannon is here to challenge Rick Dees. They know that the new radio station is Pirate Radio, is stealing listeners. So they know it. They know there's a battle going on.
Did you listen to your competition at all to find out what they were doing?
Not really. I've known Rick for quite a while, and I've known Jay for quite a while, and they're both really nice guys. We kid around on the air, but...
yeah, you don't say nice things on the air.
Well, that's the game. But Rick is a delightful character, unless you have to work for him, and then that's a different story. But
you intend to beat him.
I'm going to kick his butt. There's no doubt about that. I mean, that's done.
Many radio stations say they make almost half of their total revenue in the morning hours. For the top stations, that could mean a total income of $25 to $40 million a year. So you can see the personalities that can get the tune-in from you are really golden. And that's Top Story.
Well, they're not wrapped real tight, any of them, are they? But how much did that young woman get out of the vault?
I just had a note. It just came in. $138,000 she scooped up and got into the barrel.
That's not a bad deal. We should try that around here.
You know, Larry, I mean, they're acting like this is all fun and games, but there's such big money here. I mean, if they don't cut it,
bam, you're out.
bye-bye. That's probably...
Very quickly. But let me tell you, all of them are very talented. They know what their act is. They do it very well. And that's why they're getting that kind of money, because the listeners are coming over.
You convinced me tonight. They're all pretty funny. Thanks, Larry.